Yo, what's up? Welcome back to Alpha Central, I'm your host Jack, and today we're taking a look at single men enjoying life without women. But let's jump right in, right after you subscribe, of course. Disclaimer, this video was made for strictly comedic/artistic purposes. No offense is intended towards any individual featured in this video.
You giving me hoe vibes? You got hoes?
No.
So you're not taking no girl out?
No.
Why?
They don't deserve me.
You not talking to nobody?
No.
Why you being so stiff?
I'm not being stiff. It's me.
He's not being stiff, he just knows what he wants.
You guys are gonna leave right now?
See you tomorrow, right?
No, I'm busy tomorrow. Yeah. Alright, well, thank you guys for coming. Good meeting you, bro. Have a safe drive.
That might be the hardest no I've ever seen.
Starting to think men were created to be with men. Because all they want to do is be with their homeboys. Take trips with the boys, go shop with the boys, go eat with the boys. Let your girl ask you to do nothing. All of a sudden, you stressed, you tired, but you happy with the boys.
If he's consistently happier with his friends than in his relationship, she's clearly doing something wrong.
Guys, I'm gonna ask a guy out. I've just seen him over there. He's the hottest guy I think I've ever seen in my life. So rejection therapy. This feels like the biggest rejection therapy ever. Let's do it. Excuse me, I just wanted to say that I think you are so hot.
Wow, thank you.
You're welcome. I wondered, would you go on a date with me?
Unfortunately, you're not really my type. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
No problem at all. I hope you have a great day.
You too.
Goodbye. Thank you.
I respect that she's out there trying to make things happen, unlike all those women sitting on the couch making sad TikToks.
You know how like a lot of guys would rather hang out with their boys than with their girlfriends? Like if the boys call and the guy is with his girlfriend, he would like happily abandon her to go hang out with them. Never understood that until I finally curated like this like great group of friends around me to the point where now I'm willing to abandon a guy for my friends. And not because I don't want to hang out with him, it's just because like I see him all the time. I'd be happy to go see my friends, you know. I see them way less. I get it now, and I don't blame you boys for picking your friends now. I get it.
Sounds like she finally understands why sometimes the boys gotta come first.
I'm single.
No kids?
No.
Okay.
I like single.
You do?
Yeah, it's much better.
Are you Buddhist, Muslim?
Buddhist.
Oh, okay.
Single is better.
It is?
Yeah, no problems. You can do whatever you want to do. You know, you are free. No allegation. No pressure. You can wake up, sleep, eat food. No need to ask, no nothing. If you have a girlfriend or wife, always depend them.
Yeah.
They are the boss.
Right.
Depend them what we eat, where we sleep, what we do, where we go, what we like, what we can do. So everything I have to discuss.
You can tell from how happy he is that this man chose the path of freedom.
Some guys just hit that point where they'd rather be alone than deal with mixed signals and games. And honestly, I get it.
Exactly right. At some point, peace starts sounding way better than the drama.
A lot of younger men that are single that aren't even trying, they don't want to dedicate the time. They want to build their business. They want to make it to the gym. They want to travel. They want to do it. And you know what? Finding a real relationship is work. It's not that they can't get dates. It's that they can't get the right ones.
Why put time, money, and effort into something that just ends up draining you in the end?
Because I don't think men want to take women out on dates anymore. Like, I feel like they don't want to take women out on dates. Their idea of, like, a date in some way is, like, saying, hey, like, let's meet at the bar. Let's, like, meet at the bar and, like, just have some drinks, you know, just meet me there. Let's, like, spend some time together. And it's not even a proper date. Like, that's what they will suggest 100%. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong. I don't know what's going on, but I do engage with the conversation and it just dies. It's just like nothing. They don't care enough to like take you out. So honestly, I don't think men want to take out women anymore. I don't know what they expect. Well, it's definitely not dates, not romanticizing or no romance anymore. It's wild out here.
Men are just tired of dealing with modern women. That's really all it is.
I get it for people that have trust issues when it comes to the dating scene. I get it. I'm feeling it. Your girl thought she was clingy. I'm not clingy. If anyone says I'm clingy one more time, they can go across the street and get hit by a car. Alright? I'm not clingy. Something's wrong with you. You're the one that's avoidant. Super avoidant and you need to be healed. I've already healed. I'm not clingy. I'm good. I'm balanced. There's literally nothing wrong with me. If a motherfucker tries me again, I will literally just kick him to the curb like, no, you're not looking for a relationship. Don't fucking try me. Don't waste my time. It's way too valuable for your whole existence. I'm mad now.
Judging from that little outburst, I think it's safe to say she's pretty far from good.
Imagine trading all your women in for somebody else's big back 30-year-old baby mama. Don't that sound like some bull? And women think that we really got it hard out here being single. Like being single is so bad. Do you hear that? That's what being single for a man sounds like. It's peaceful. It's less expensive. Come on, man. When you paying your way and I'm paying my way, life is easy, but y'all looking for a mother come up, and then you want me to give all my rights to you. That's jail.
I don't think women will ever know just how attractive true peace and quiet really is.
So you guys just want to stay single, right?
True. A lot of gentlemen out there would honestly rather stay single.
Because why else would you stop approaching women in public entirely?
Other than the reason that a lot of women have told men to leave them alone, they don't want them in their lives and they don't need them, quite frankly, a lot of women's personalities really aren't conducive to an actual conversation, let alone a relationship.
Because I feel like back in the day, like early 2000s, maybe the 90s, it was so common for men to walk up to women and, start a little conversation. Nowadays, that does not seem to happen anymore.
There's a lot of men out there have woken up and seen what some women out there are really like. So, frankly, most of them would rather stay single than risk being with some of the types of women that they see every day on social media.
So tell me, why is it that you guys would rather just die alone?
Because a lot of men have realized that it's not only easier, but it's much more peaceful being single.
You really can't make it up. After years of being told to leave women alone, men started listening and now they're complaining about it.
Fellas, you keep saying I'd rather stay single. Women are too much. I don't need the headache. I get it, but let's be real. That is crap. You don't actually want to die alone with a frickin' gaming console and a fridge full of frozen pizza. You don't. Sure, being single is easy. No drama, no compromise, no responsibility. But easy gets old. The hookups get boring. The solo gets depressing. The silence in your house starts getting loud.
It's honestly hilarious how so many women are freaking out about men who are genuinely happy with being single.
He hates you. They hate us. Men do not like us.
Tell me about it. I try to have conversations with them and they get annoyed. Men don't like women with personalities. They want you to just sit there and yes. And just sit like this while they talk about themselves.
Sorry, ladies, but stuff like this just sounds more bitter than anything else.
It's Valentine's Day and 70% of men are choosing to stay single. You guys are never gonna believe this. My friend's mom just cheated on her husband of 25 years. I hate when women complain about dating men.
I genuinely enjoyed watching this girl's content. For a while now, I've liked many of her videos. And then I was scrolling on my reels and I saw that another woman called her out. Apparently she has an OF and I never knew. So then I went to her TikTok bio and it was nowhere to be seen. So then I copied her TikTok username, went to Instagram and searched her up. And sure enough, 19-year-old looking to save up money for college. Love doing something rates. I wonder what that could be. If you ever see girls making men promotional content, catering to men on the internet, just click not interested. Just click not interested.
That's some good advice. Gentlemen, you've been warned.
So men, why are we hating women? Why are we hating women? I feel like women are hating men and men are now hating women. They don't want to get married. They don't want to live with them. They, they just want to be single forever. Like, what's going on here? Are all you men into men now? Like, what's going on? I'm so confused. I feel like we're creating a divide here, folks. Can we come back together? I love men.
It's got nothing to do with hate. We're just gonna keep trying to find some peace.
I wouldn't want to not be able to
Sleep around.
contribute as a partner.
Sleep around. Don't lie. We know what people
glimpse
do.
into what your relationship is like, judgy.
Oh,
Judge Larry.
Don't call me Larry.
So
you don't want to get married because you want to sleep around?
Well, no, I don't want to get married because like I just don't want to disappoint someone, and like I'm not like Amish.
What do you have against Amish people?
I don't. It's just like I needed something to rebuttal the fact that you're saying that I'm basically like a thought.
You are.
Oh, you know what a thought is.
At least he's being honest. It's definitely better to stay single than disappoint someone later on.
The way the things are going and how women are nowadays, you probably would want to be single as a man because the expectations are too high. And yeah, I mean, they don't see the efforts, but they only see the downside of it. But yeah, if you don't even want to have kids, then what's the point?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
And is he typically somebody that's your type? Why not?
I don't know if I like your views on women.
No.
Well, like,
it's not that.
okay.
All right. Do you have anything to add?
For that, of course, I mean, I'm not hating on women. It's just that nowadays they have too much expectations because of social media. They see all the gym rats and all these reels on Instagram and they think that that's the actual world, but the reality is different. Obviously, when you go out in the real world, it's just 1% that you'd find such quality in people. And what we get in return, like, is very less than what we are asked to do.
This guy knows his value, and he's clearly not afraid to say it like it is.
95, but he barely make $1,000 a week. That's nothing.
$1,000 a week is a lot of money. I now understand why this new generation does not want to date at all. Come here, because it seems incredibly tiring, right? There's so much pressure involved. Relationships nowadays seem more transactional than they do actually romantic, right? Because $1,000 a week is actually a good amount of money. That's $4,000 a month. And for one person, that's not bad at all. Now, to sustain two people's way of living off of that won't work, but that shouldn't be the case in the first place, right? When it comes to relationships, you should want to date somebody that makes you feel loved, respected, and feel safe and protected, and you can build a future with, right? You should want to spend money on your partner because you want to, not because it's obligatory, because it isn't, right? In this economy, if you're looking for somebody to just pay for everything, you're not looking for a partner, you're looking for a caretaker. And I'm pretty sure if you tell anybody, hey, do you want to be in a relationship where you just pay for everything? I don't think they want to do that.
Transactional instead of romantic. Unfortunately, that's what it feels like for a huge percentage of men nowadays.
Saying, hey fellas, make sure that you find a good wife, make sure that you know what you're looking for so that you don't go into the situation that this other man has gotten into, marrying a woman who is having him pay all the bills and not appreciating him. But I'm going to tell you this, that men who are in my community who wind up growing older and being by themselves, they usually wind up in nursing homes, which are not a good place to be because those people do not take care of people like they're supposed to. They be in diapers, laying in their filth because they don't get washed up like they're supposed to. Or they wind up living with their sisters who were single, either because they never got married or their husbands passed away. And
relationships work best when both people feel satisfied, not when one side just carries everything.
No longer want to get married.
I was genuinely surprised by most of your comments. I was unprepared for the vitriol directed towards your exes and the logic of the risk-benefit analysis you were doing. Somebody called me clueless, and I have to admit, I kind of was. The horror stories many of you told caught me off guard because I could not imagine anyone acting like that. Denying visitation rights, taking your stuff, and more cash than you thought they were entitled to. No wonder so many of you seem so upset. Girls, I strongly suggest you go read what guys are feeling because it'll give you great insight. Also, use it as an example of how not to act. As long as these men were being faithful, they did not deserve that kind of treatment.
It all sounds good until things go sideways. That's why a lot of men choose to protect their future first.
Single women that live alone with no boyfriend. What are you doing right now? Let me read to you what the comment section is because it is incredible.
I'm so excited.
Breathing air a man hasn't ruined. Thriving. Whatever the hell I want to. Honestly, this is the happiest I've ever been. No angry man wanting something from me. Enjoying peace in my clean and quiet space.
There are no dishes in my sink.
Being happy knowing my leftovers I'm looking forward to are still in the fridge.
keep coping, because it really doesn't sound like anyone's thriving there.
The reality is that modern feminism in a lot of ways had us as women take a gamble, and we lost. We took the bait that being sexually promiscuous and having no standards and no self-respect was cool and in. We decided that we would give men access to our bodies and our time and our energy without them having to put in any effort. We have allowed men to do the bare minimum for so long, and we still give them benefits that they don't deserve. And so now men are following suit, and we are confused as to why this is happening. It's okay to want a man to lead and support you, but you have to understand that we collectively as women set the tone. So if the tone of the dating market is that all women are easy now and that men can pretty much get whatever they want and do whatever they want and still get access to us, then that's what the majority of men are going to do. There are plenty of men who are good men who love women and respect women and honor women. But even those men, if they are single and there are women out there that are throwing it at them, they're gonna catch it.
If only more of them understood that women only have themselves to blame for the situation.
How old are you?
28.
What's your relationship status?
Single.
The Sacramento dating market is just terrible.
Yes.
What's the
But
number
I
one?
still feel hopeful.
What do you think is the number one reason it's so bad?
I don't know. Perhaps no one feels like loyal these days, or like, I don't know. I think that's it mainly.
So do you think men are just trying to casually date too much?
Yeah, maybe. Men, women, a lot of people out there.
Whose fault is it, men or women?
I don't think it's anyone's fault per se. I would hate to push the blame, but men.
Really?
So she didn't want to blame anyone, but blamed men anyway? That tells
enjoying my life. I think living, right, is more important than everything else. Let's say if you get a partner, right, and then it improves your life, I think then that makes sense. But if you will have to have a better life alone, I think being alone is nothing wrong.
Yeah.
You get what I mean?
People are going to say that I'm single because I want to just play around.
Okay.
Right? But I think to me, it's not about that. It's about meeting the right person. I don't think there's anything wrong with like going on dates, meeting people.
Yeah.
Because I always use the test drive theory, right? When you buy a car, you don't just buy a car like that. You test drive a car. You even go back a second time, test drive a car.
At the end of the day, being single isn't the problem, but picking the wrong person definitely is.
I'll start by saying this. I turned 30 last year. I'm gonna be 31 this fall. I have never been asked out on a date in my life, and I mean that. Never. I've never been approached by a guy. I've never had a man show interest in me. And I would never have admitted to that a couple years ago. I was ashamed and embarrassed about that. I was like, oh, it's because I'm stupid maybe, or, you know, I'm not attractive, or all these things. Like, I thought it was a deficiency in me. But I have been hearing from other women the exact same thing. Men aren't asking women out, maybe? I don't know. There's not a lot of men doing that.
She's never been asked out and she's almost 31. At some point, you gotta wonder if men are really the problem.
The thing about men is that they are very selfish and they will always put their feelings first. For example, a woman will stay in a relationship until she's like, you know what, this isn't working. I have tried everything. But a man will wake up on a random Tuesday and in 5 minutes make a decision that he doesn't want to date you anymore. He doesn't want to be with you anymore. All those years, poof, simply because he didn't like the way that he felt in the moment, and they react on how they feel in that moment versus really thinking it through. My point is, men are very selfish creatures, and they will switch up on you when they decide that they don't want you anymore.
Don't get it twisted. It's almost always the women acting on impulse when it comes to relationships.
What's your age? 43. Are you single? Kinda, sorta, but not really, you know what I'm saying? I'm married to the game, brother.
At your age, have you ever proposed to a woman before?
Nah, I would never do that. If I ever thought about getting married, we gonna get a shaman or something and do a tribal ritual. I'm not signing no paperwork with the government with my money and my greatness.
But why do you as a man feel like marriage is a risk?
As a businessman, you know, you gotta go off the numbers. 60% of marriages end in divorce, and they always initiated by the woman, like 70%. So off those numbers alone, I would never jeopardize my greatness, my millions, my glory to that piece of paper.
So you don't marry a woman, but you're with her long term. What happens next?
I mean, we just living life. We gonna go with the flow. You know, if she wanna move around, she can. I'm not holding nobody hostage. You know what I'm saying? See, that what happens. That's like the cage somebody in when they get that paperwork. No, we living free out here.
To the 43-year-old woman watching this now, who would go, you're not taking anybody serious without marriage. What would you have to say to that?
I say God bless them. You know, if you're 43 and you're a woman and you're complaining about marriage, that means you already past your prime. That is a fact. As a 43-year-old man, I got better with life. I'm better right now as 43 than I was at 23. I'm going to keep getting better. I'm going to keep getting more money. I'm going to keep looking better. I'm going to keep getting more women. It ain't going to never stop for me. But for a woman that age, God bless her. She going to need it.
Marriage is hard, but can be one of the most rewarding things in life. Pick wisely. You guys have made it to the end of the video. Make sure to like and subscribe if you want to see more videos just like this. And remember, according to YouTube, the best way to help the channel in the algorithm is to watch one of my videos right after this video. So if you like this video, you should watch another one. Till next time.